Welcome back to Life on Two Wheels. I live in a really big city, and it's a bustling place, lots and lots of action, but the vast majority of the people who live here are working 9 to 5 and have long commutes every single day. The good news is that there are alternative ways of being, and I'd like you to meet Stephanie Yue. I caught up with her in Kingston at the L2W rally, and she's got an interesting perspective on a different way to live life. Here's Stephanie. So Stephanie, you're on Life on Two Wheels.
Hello. Hi, David.
Hi, Stephanie. So I only have 2 questions for you. I promise I was going to keep it short and sweet so we can go in and have our evening drinks.
Okay.
So the first question is, all right, really very important. Was there a moment in time when you realized you were an adventurer?
I don't know if there was a moment like that.
No?
I think it was just over time you accumulate data and it's like, oh, I guess I'm a little more risk-taking maybe than other people.
Okay,
or a little more interested in like putting myself out there or going beyond my comfort zone.
Is it possible you were always like that?
Possibly.
Like, were you a troublesome kid that you were always getting into trouble?
I think you have to ask my parents for that.
Okay, but they're not here.
I know.
So you have to be honest.
I don't think I was a troublesome kid.
Okay.
Maybe a little too energetic, but
something definitely happened in Rhode Island, and you decided, I'm going to pack it all in,
yeah.
and I'm taking off. I'm going to do all
Yeah.
48 states. Right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it took me a couple years to work up to that point. When I left Rhode Island in May 2014, it was like 1.5 to 2 years of planning. Maybe 2 years before that, the seed had been planted in my mind that this might be something I wanted to do.
All right, so maybe that's when it happened. Maybe it's when the seed was...
But it's very, it doesn't feel like, oh, I think I'm an adventurer now. Like, now I'm going to go. But it was, I think I was reading ride reports, and I started riding and realized it was just a fantastic vehicle, like not just a physical vehicle, but a vehicle to meet other people and to experience the world. So the combination of the two, plus my love for like minimalism and, just paring down, it seemed like a good match. My career is something that I could take on the road, and I'd chosen it specifically for its flexibility, so it would be such a shame not to take advantage of all of that.
No, 100%.
Yeah, I was very lucky.
You realize that the whole world is jealous, pretty much. Anybody who knows you is jealous, and they all feel like they're stuck in a rut, right?
But it's possible for anyone. That's the thing.
I think it is possible. I don't like travel. My wife loves to travel.
That's so nuts for you to say that, though.
No, you see, and my wife's a traveler, right? So she's dragging me off to Greece in September or October. And if it were just me, I'd like more or less stay put. But I have this thing with the past me, the present me, and the future me. All right? So like the present me always gets the future me involved in something, because it's far away for the present me, and he figures, no big deal, I'll do it, it sounds like fun. And so the present me makes the decision, and the future me is stuck with it and has to do it, right? That's how it happens.
That's how you, so is that like, that's how you push yourself?
Yeah, I think so, because I'm naturally, believe it or not, I'm a shy person, and I don't like
so
getting
you're totally
out of my comfort zone.
digging your heels in while your wife's like, hey, let's go to Greece.
So this is like martial arts for me, like going and getting beaten up on a regular basis.
You did make it here.
Yeah, I made it here. Exactly.
So it's so surprising to hear that you don't think of yourself as a traveler.
Yeah, well, I'm not really a traveler, and I don't think of myself as an adventurer either, right? But I do enjoy meeting people. That's a big deal, right? Okay, question number 2. So you've kind of spread yourself, like most of us have a neighborhood, right? Or we have a job and we, whatever, and our lives are kind of stuck in this, most people, in a very small sphere, right? But what you've done is you've taken your life and you've expanded it all over North America at a minimum, right? So now you've got friends, like really good friends, all over the place, right?
Yeah, I hope I can say that.
Boston, Madison, well, that's family.
Family, my
right?
sister.
And San Francisco for sure, Seattle, maybe even Alaska now, right? So how do you cope with that?
That's a tricky question. It is a challenging thing whenever someone asks, where is your home? Or where where did you come from? Or even like here, where did you ride from? And I'll just pick the last point that I actually did kind of ride from. Yeah, I think it might just be an expanded sense of home. I think for a lot of people, home is very location-centric.
Yep.
But it doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be. You're absolutely right. And but it's amazing, you know, because as a result of blogging, right? I had a really, really good friend, Bob Leong, who unfortunately passed away in Vancouver, right? And I've got friends now in Florida, right? Well, you've ridden with them, right? Ken Wilson and Jim Mandel and that crowd, right? And Bill Luthold, right? And so they're friends, and I would like to see them more often. But I'm stuck in Toronto now.
Oh,
so,
you don't have to be stuck. But it's kind of like family. There's family that you're born with, and then there's family that you choose. There's family that like you meet and become friends with and become close with.
Yep.
And I feel like the same can apply to a home.
Yeah. So, do you have any regrets?
About taking
okay,
off?
you know what?
No.
You know what? Don't answer that, because all these people are looking at this and they're going to go, "Man, I want to be like Stephanie Yue," right?
Oh,
so no regrets.
No
Stephanie,
regrets. No regrets. Hashtag
Stephanie,
no regrets.
thank you very, very much. All right, this is the second time I've met you. It's a privilege every single time.
Yeah,
right?
it's great to
It's
chat to you
absolutely,
with you again.
Like I told you, you're scooter royalty, right?
Oh.
So.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hopefully I'll see you again at another rally.
No, you never know. That's it for another episode of Life on Two Wheels. That was a great conversation with Stephanie Yue, and hopefully, you know, we all learned something from her alternative approach to life. Come back to me on Life on Two Wheels. I've got other stuff to show you, including how I solved my unicorn fridge / kitchen cabinet didn't fit problem. And I managed to use the Vespa to do it, so that's probably the next episode. In the meantime, please don't forget to click to like this video, click to subscribe, and visit the blog, life2wheels.com, where you'll find the touring guide, the gear guide, and so much more. See you next time on Life on Two Wheels.